Whether flying through space, stopping in mechs, or spending time with community and friends, Father Bill spreads good news, good vibes, and good times. You are invited now to join the stream with Father Bill.
And welcome. Thanks for joining, folks. I got my daily duties done, and now it's time for some Elite Dangerous. Good to see you, Snake. Nekas, thanks for joining. Also, there's a launch today, which is going to happen in about 13 minutes. Two. Put that up there for the time being.
How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, Moreland, there is a space launch in about 12 minutes. And I never miss a launch if I can sync up with my streams. So, Moreland, I hope you had a good day at work. Hope it didn't work too bad. Yeah, fully aware. I'm glad you had a respirator. I think before we hop into space travel, since it's only about 10 minutes, let's do that, and then I need to do that. Can you hear the web broadcast? Give me a second.
The Mission Director Center inside Hangar AE at nearby Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, because this is where we continue to monitor the launch team as we march towards that T0 of 5:26 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Florida Space Coast. So right now, Mick, the spacecraft team is beginning to transition the spacecraft to internal power. That's going to take a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah, spacecraft's working their procedures, verifying the health of the spacecraft, getting everything ready. They'll then transition around T-minus 6 minutes, 5 minutes. They'll transition to internal power, finish up that procedure, disconnecting from the ground power at the pad, and getting ready for launch today.
So the last time you guys were with us, the launch team has begun loading super cold liquid oxygen into the Heavy second stage that happened at T-minus 18 minutes. The next major fueling milestone that's expected at T-minus 7 minutes, and that's when SpaceX will chill down the Heavy's 27 engines on the boosters to get ready for engine start.
Yeah, just like we talked about on the strong back, the team needs to chill down those engines so that we don't provide a thermal shock to all 27 engines. A lot of power there. We heard Daryl and Alec talking about that, getting GOES-U on its way. It's a very heavy satellite, so right on the cusp of a Falcon 9, but this Falcon Heavy is going to get a lot of performance today. And we're finishing up, Megan, as we're looking at the telemetry here. RP1 on the first stage is coming to fill levels, and LOX on the first stage is almost complete, and second stage LOX is about 50%.
Now you should hear
so
it.
We're proceeding very well with full fuel loading today, and things are going good.
That's awesome. And speaking of weather, we are launching a weather satellite, so we should talk about the launch weather. And we've been watching that in the hours leading up to our launch today. And right now we have great news to report. Launch weather is go for launch. We have found a hole within the some of the storms that are around our area. Launch Weather Officer Brian Cizik again confirming that we have found an opportunity.
Now you won't hear anything.
Yeah, that team worked very quickly. Brian has definitely been very busy this afternoon, but working with Charlie Meyer, the SpaceX launch director, and Dr. Denton Gibson, the NASA launch manager, they moved our window 10 minutes, and they were able to find that sweet spot in the weather today to get things done. And we're hearing that RP1 loading is complete on one of the side boosters, and things are still progressing to completion of loading the Falcon Heavy.
In total, we are going
Moreland,
to be
why
loading
don't you
2.8
refresh?
million pounds of propellant into the Falcon Heavy rocket that you see
Because it should
on
be coming
launch pad
through.
39A here at Kennedy Space Center. Again, so far we've heard call-outs that RP1 loading has been completed in the center booster as well as one of the side boosters. We expect to hear a call-out that the third and final booster will be completed for fueling of RP1.
Yep, the team's still progressing, looking at the telemetry on the launch vehicle. Things are progressing very well. The data
Negative Y, fuel load complete.
And there we hear the negative Y, fuel load complete. So 2 side boosters and center core are complete with RP1, and they're finishing off liquid oxygen tanking into those 3 boosters. We should hear that here shortly, that LOX load will be complete as the spacecraft gets ready to go on internal power and
That's
continues
as high as I dare put it.
processing their GOES-U satellite.
In fact, that's maybe
As with
even
the
a little too
spacecraft,
loud.
we are also expecting the launch vehicle right now to be transitioning to internal power. Again, we are launching GOES-U today, the 4th and final weather satellite in the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's GOES-R series of satellites. And once operational, GOES-U will become GOES-East and provide continuous imagery and atmospheric measurements of the Western Hemisphere. It will monitor weather and environmental conditions in near real time, which is really critical for weather forecasting and severe storm tracking. T-minus 5 minutes and 10 seconds to liftoff.
Falcon Heavy tanks are pressurizing for strong back retract.
There we hear the tanks being pressurized for retract, that strong back or transport erector as we use to transport out. The strong back will begin retracting here shortly, and what you will see at the top of the vehicle is those arms that are around the just below the payload fairing will open up. And once those open
Strong back
up,
lower has started.
the strong back will then tip back slightly a few degrees, getting ready for launch this morning. And then as liftoff occurs, the strong back will fall back a little more to get out of the way as the Falcon Heavy leaves Launch Complex 39A.
Next up, NASA launch manager's go, no go poll, the final check to make sure the NASA team is ready for a launch that's expected in 5 seconds.
NLM, it's the LD on the NLM net with a final status check.
LD, everything's
You know
looking
what,
good on
folks?
our
An
end.
ad's just about to run. I'm going to
Copy
run
that,
it right
thank you.
now so we can watch the launch.
Thumbs up from NASA
So
again,
watch your volumes.
confirming that weather, right, was the big watch item, and that is not a constraint to launch right now.
Yep, the team has looked at all the data. Things continue to progress very well. Weather looks really good out
LD,
there.
NY,
and
lock
Dr.
NLM on countdown 1.
Dr. Gibson
LD?
says things are good.
NASA is go for launch.
There we hear the
thank you.
final go for launch from Dr. Denton Gibson on the countdown net, and LOX load on
PY,
one of the side
lock load
boosters.
complete.
There we hear the second call for LOX load complete on the 2 side boosters. LOX load is finishing up in the center core of the first stage booster, and then finishing up as we get down close to T0, the LOX load on second stage. So things progressing very well, Megan.
I do want to mention that Dr. Denton Gibson, this is his first launch as launch manager.
Yes, very happy to have him there. He has been doing very well as he stepped into the NOM position from his mission management position, and very happy to have him on console today as our launch manager for the GOES-U mission.
Stage 1, lock load complete.
And there we hear the call out for stage 1. All 3 boosters now have RP1 and LOX on board, so we are just waiting for the remaining LOX to fill into the second stage LOX tank, and Falcon Heavy will be tanked and ready for launch.
And we expect them to finish fueling the second stage with liquid oxygen in about 20 seconds. With this
Stage
call out,
2, lock load complete.
the Falcon Heavy rocket is completely filled with 2.8 million pounds of propellant.
Team has done very well to get to this point. We are so happy of everything's going, and as you can see on the screen right there, weather outside at Launch Complex 39 looks very good. We're about 1 minute and 50 seconds from launch, and the team's progressing down to get the flight computer ready to take over the launch vehicle.
Sorry about those ads, folks.
As you see there, Megan,
I wanted you to see the launch.
liquid oxygen being vented out, the plume from the humidity here in Florida. We get to
Ground
see
gas
that.
close-ups.
Looks like it breathes. And we
And
just heard the call out for ground
Happy Deck
gas
Foster,
closeouts, which is
welcome.
finalizing and venting
Tales
the
of
ground
Arcanum,
lines
good to
that
see
fill the pressure vessels in the Falcon Heavy, so that they're closing off all the ground connections, turning everything over to internal, getting the Falcon Heavy ready for liftoff.
And in a few seconds, we
Indeed,
will arm
Tales
the
of
flight
Arcanum.
termination system, and Falcon will be in startup.
Falcon Heavy is in startup.
And that means the Falcon Heavy's flight computer is now in control and will guide the rocket through the last seconds before liftoff.
SpaceX launch director, go for launch.
All systems are go to send NOAA's GOES-U satellite into space to keep a watchful eye over the Western Hemisphere, helping scientists and meteorologists to issue timely warnings and forecasts.
T-minus 30 seconds.
This will be NASA's Launch Services
And
Program's
this is an
16th
entirely
mission
new
for NOAA.
Falcon Heavy.
Great partnership over the years we've had. Looking forward to this launch.
15 seconds.
And here we go. 10,
T-minus 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, go, you.
Liftoff of GOES-U, NOAA's newest
Vehicle
weather
is pitching
satellite,
downrange.
to monitor the Earth and Sun in high definition.
Hear that all pressures. Engines look nominal.
Good, they're using
You've got
SpaceX
no right
fleet.
to scan me, officer.
everything's looking good as you see the Falcon Heavy soaring towards the heavens. All 27 engines powerfully lifting GOES-U on its trajectory and ascent into space.
A beautiful shot as we
Power and
track
telemetry nominal.
the rocket from the ground here. The rocket is now powering down for max Q. Max Q is the moment of maximum dynamic pressure on the rocket. Max Q expected at 1 minute 7 seconds. The vehicle is now supersonic,
Falcon Heavy is supersonic.
traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
There we heard the call for max Q, maximum dynamic pressure on the Falcon Heavy. Vehicle still performs very well. All the data looks nominal.
A great shot from on board the rocket, looking down on the Earth that it is leaving. And all 27 Merlin engines providing 5.1 million pounds of thrust. Coming up at T
Hey, Tricky
plus
for Christ.
2 minutes and 28 seconds, the side boosters are going to shut off while the center core will continue on. Wow, what a shot there of, again, all 27 Merlin engines firing off. 5.1 million pounds of thrust.
The side booster cutoff will be referred to as BECO. We'll hear that call out. And then when the center core shuts off later in flight, we'll hear that called as main engine cutoff, or MECO. Side boosters are all boosters are performing nominally. Everything's looking good with the 27 Merlin engines.
It's like Pico.
Side booster separation confirmed.
There we see BECO and side booster.
MVAC chill.
Side booster separation. The MVAC is being chilled down, getting ready for ignition once the center core.
NY boost back startup.
And there we heard the call out for boost back startup.
A lot of things happening here. So again, we have the 2 boosters that are going to be returning to the Cape here, landing at landing zones 1 and 2. These 2 boosters have 3 burns, so we're seeing a boost back burn
All
now.
vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
Essentially, these boosters have flipped back and are returning on a path to the Cape here. There will be 2 more burns, a re-entry burn and then a landing burn. And these are going to provide quite a show for folks that are here on the Space Coast, because you're going to hear those sonic booms, Mick.
Yeah, absolutely. We are looking forward to those sonic booms as the side boosters land at landing zone 1 and 2. We're about 26 seconds away from main engine cutoff and the center core separating. Once the center core separates, we will then have MVAC, which is the Merlin vacuum engine for space, start up and get ready for what we call SES-1, number 1. Today we have 3 burns for this mission to get GOES-U on its way, and this will be the
boost back shutdown.
first of those 3 burns.
PY boost back shutdown.
There we hear the 2 side boosters have boost back shutdown.
MECO.
And
Stage
now we're going to
separation
watch
confirmed.
live footage there. There you go, of MECO. Again, the core
MVAC ignition.
booster separating from the
Now, they
second
will not
stage,
be
and the MVAC
recovering
engine on that second
The
stage
central booster.
lighting up. You see that on the right side of your screen.
We're about 4 seconds from fairing deployment.
Fairing again is the two
All
the
vehicles
two
continue
halves.
to follow nominal trajectories. Bearing separation confirmed.
And there we have confirmation the fairing has deployed. The fairings are brand new fairings for the GOES-U mission, and they will fall back to Earth and be recovered by the recovery ship Doug. But SpaceX will look to
That's one of the
reuse
returning
those fairings
boosters.
on a future flight, along with the side boosters. As we see there, they're coming back to Earth to land on landing zone 1 and 2. So things are progressing very well here. We are about 1 minute and 23 seconds from what we call the entry burn, where the plus Y and NY side boosters will fire up their engines to start slowing down the vehicle as it gets ready for landing.
Yeah, a lot to watch. Again, the left side of your screen, we are tracking the boosters that are coming back to the Cape here. On the right side of your screen, that is the MVAC engine on the second stage that continues to burn as it makes its way into the correct orbit to drop off GOES-U later today.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
There we hear the autonomous flight termination system was saved as it returns back to Earth, making sure the vehicle is in a proper configuration for landing.
The second stage is currently taking GOES-U across the Atlantic towards southern Africa.
Clouds are getting in the way.
And this is the first time, actually, a GOES satellite is launching on a Falcon Heavy. Only the second time NASA's Launch Services Program is using a Falcon Heavy.
Yeah, we launched our first Falcon Heavy with SpaceX back in October of 23 with the Psyche mission. And the side boosters actually that we used on the Psyche mission will be used for our future mission, Europa Clipper, this October. So brand new hardware today for GOES-U, and everything looks like it's performing very well. All the telemetry, everything looks nominal for the flight so far today.
Yeah, those who typically watch our launch broadcasts.
Entry burn startup.
There
That
we heard the
is-
call out for entry burn startup. The vehicles are slowing.
the
You
entry
can imagine
burn?
this as a brake on your car where it starts slowing the boosters back down very quickly as they...
EY entry burn shut down.
and there we hear the shutdown as the boosters have slowed down. Next thing we will see is the landing burn
PYNY FTS is saved.
at landing zone 1 and 2.
Beautiful
All
imagery
vehicles continue
again
to follow nominal trajectories.
from the ground as we track those
This never
boosters make
gets
their
old,
way back to
folks.
the Cape. We saw some birds fly into the camera's view as
Hey,
well.
Everybody wants to see the landing
Exactly.
of the side boosters. As we said earlier, Megan, the landing will be exciting for a lot of people to see. Getting 2 side boosters coming back to landing zone 1 and 2, we will get those sonic booms. I know that you here in the MDC, we will get some.
EYNY transonic.
We will
Stage
get
2 FTS is saved.
we will get some loud shaking right here in the Mission Director Center. I know a lot of people right here in Brevard will be excited when they hear the sonic booms.
EYNY
my-
landing burn.
Goes the landing burn.
Landing burns has
Stage
started
2 is
up.
the terminal guidance.
Wow, look at that. As it guides its way back down. Woo! Just heard the 2 sonic booms here in the room.
EYNY landing light deploy.
Our monitors
that.
shaking
That
as we
looks
watch
amazing.
these 2
That is
boosters
just
land.
awesome to see the 2 side boosters choreograph their way down to landing zone 1 and 2.
EYNY
That
landing
is something.
confirmed.
We have successful landing of the 2 side boosters. Everybody looks great on the landing zone 1 and 2 as MVAC continues its mission with this
Seeker.
first burn. And there we heard the call out for Seeker.
Do something with the volume. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Oh, I need to get chat up and running. There we go.
Game is on.
Tales of Arcanum, thank you for those 5 gift subs. I do appreciate it. Okay, I think I'm ready. So, I hope the stream is looking good. Do let me know if you're getting any artifacts. So I have picked up a number of missions. State. Gonna check one more time, see if there's anything else lucrative out there. I'm looking for gold, tritium. That were
That
564,
salvo
I'd do
had
it.
their name on it.
Tales of Arcanum, thank you for gifting that sub to Zdita. And if I mispronounced your name, I'm terribly sorry. I'm gonna go to Stuff Mart, also known as Stuff 1774, where I can pick up tritium and gold. See you, Nekas. Thanks for hitting that VR command.
Landing coupler deactivated. You may leave when ready.
Yeah, Rikov, this is the smallest PC VR headset on the market right now. And I've used a whole bunch of different ones. This is the best one I've ever used. Merlin, I'm not sure why it says that. Let me check something. My bot may be having difficulties.
Restrictions. Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, it should be picking up the gift subs. I'll have to look at that command and see what's going on with it. I wonder. Check OBS here. Yeah, it's working. Let me see if I can manually fix it. That should be triggering. Ah, there we go. I'll have to work on that. Not going to be able to fix it right now. Okay, well, we'll have to work on that another day. But thanks for letting me know, Moreland.
Adjusting for jump. 2, 1. Faster than light velocity reached.
Nope, Solomon. Unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a manic cycle right now, but I got the new medicine, and I'm hoping it will put me to sleep tonight.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I go for bourbon when I drink, Solomon. Whiskey's a little too, how do I put it? Pedestrian for me. And you know, I'm just kidding. Whiskey's fine, but I do prefer bourbon. Don't know why, but yeah, you're right, Trekkie for Christ. It is bourbon whiskey. I was trying to be funny, Moreland, and I failed yet again. No, I didn't see that. I know they're having their annual meeting right now.
Gutamaya Echo November Tango. Welcome to Aligned Space. Please approach the station at a safe speed, Commander. Landing permitted. Make your way to landing pad 3-2.
The one that I have a taste for is called Blanton's. And they have some of the best looking bottles out there. That's a once every 10-year purchase for me.
Meters from touchdown.
Well, you know, Trekkie for Christ, the person who got me hooked on bourbon, that's what he introduced to me. So I may have been ruined. We're going to pick up some tritium. Gold. Well, now we're going to go to another system where I can pick up Galite. Take care of yourself, Moreland.
It's game time.
Darker X2, thank you for the raid, and welcome to those joining from your channel. Hope you had a good stream. What we up to?
Heavy traffic reported in the area. Fly safe, Commander.
I am absolutely shocked we can make this in a single jump. That new Scotty drive is something else.
Leaving system. Marvelous.
I can't even imagine, Moreland. I can't even imagine.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, Tia, they are unbelievably useful. If you're a trader, it opens up new horizons. Systems that you never went to before because they had too long a journey. Now with the Scotty drive, you get there in record time. Okay. Well, what ships do you have, Tia? Let's start there, and maybe I can help you. And how long have you been playing? Yes, you do just go and buy one. Typically, you go to a high-tech system. And you want to get the alpha variant. The only version they had were C drives. Now they've got alpha drives. I would put it on your cutter trader, yes. This is my combat trader cutter, and I very definitely put a Scotty drive on this.
Enjoy your visit, Commander.
And so, Tia, when you get the drive, you engineer it just like you did your other drives. And if you fully engineer it, it's actually better than the old double-engineered drives. The only thing the double-engineered drives have over Scotty drives is the boot sequence time.
Access granted. Make your way to landing pad 10.
So I must have engineered this one pretty close to full. Here come the storms.
Touchdown. Notifying ground crew.
Hey, Lev. Good to see you. How goes Elden Ring?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Understood.
Ship released. You're clear to depart.
So this time is abnormal for me, folks. So if you've never been in the stream before, I normally stream in the mornings. But I got called out to visit someone. And I had to cut the stream short this morning. Then I had a couple other things I had to take care of. And I popped into another streamer's stream to play a little bit of MechWarrior Online. Because mechs. Indeed, much fun was had.
Jumping to next system. Amazing. That's quite something.
Jimmy, have you seen the interview with Russ yet? It just got released to Open YouTube. First it was available to members, now it's available to everybody.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oh, Moreland. I am so sorry to hear that. Well, I'm just doing a little bit of trading tonight, Jimmy. But the big takeaway for me, they are considering a new PvP game. It won't be free to play. But it would be PvP. And the analog that they mentioned was something like Helldivers, where you buy into the game and then you've got PvP elements. Wow, Moreland. I don't know anybody who could make a jump like that. Not and be financially responsible. Seven plasma cannons. That sounds awfully hot. I know they adjusted the heat down, but 7, wow.
Guten Meier, Echo November
Interesting.
Tango. Welcome to this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope we can be of service. Request approved. Head directly to Docking Bay 09er.
Ah, that's how you're doing it. That makes sense. Then it wouldn't be too hot. I was trying to figure out how you could fire 4 at the same time. But you don't. You fire 3 with one burst and then chain fire the other ones.
Landing confirmed. Pad restraints engaged.
Okay, let's turn in some missions here. Is that the one I got Gallied on? Yeah. I just love missions like this. Earn so many credits so quick. Nope. We're going to switch to a different ship. Something that can carry a little more cargo than the Enterprise can.
Marvelous.
This one is pure cargo. Doesn't have any guns. Check something here, folks. Yeah, we got some storms rolling in. Just have to keep an eye on them. Well, Tuesday is my day off, Esdian. Tuesday is my day off. And normally, I go to bed about 7. I'll go to bed as late as 8.
Ship coupling disengaged. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
But I'm trying to stay up a little later tonight so I get a decent night's sleep. So after I got called out of my morning stream, and especially since there was a SpaceX launch, I thought, well, let's hop into Elite Dangerous for a bit.
Jumping to next system. 2, 1.
Welcome, Lane. You can find information on the headset with that link that just got put up.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Just a little boost to get out of the star's gravity well. Now, I'm probably going to stay up till 9 Central, so I make sure I can get to sleep tonight. Well, you know, you don't have to have an iPhone, Kulfingaren. I'm surprised they haven't gotten an Android phone working yet. But I know some people have gone just to an Apple store. And they just use the phone there. That's... Hey, to each their own, Kulfingaren. To each their own. Maybe next time I send him an email, I'll mention that. Because they seem like a very forward-thinking company. Bubonic, welcome. Rikov, I used to use a Vario arrow. It's got slightly less.
It's best to dodge out of the way.
Hey, Panda, thanks for that resub. I do appreciate it. It's got slightly less vertical. The horizontal is very similar. This doesn't have the edge-to-edge clarity that the arrow has.
Kuttenmeier, Golf, Lima, Oscar. Welcome to this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope
The
we can be
micro
of
OLED
service.
screens make up the difference. I can't believe how beautiful this game looks.
Approval grant. You are cleared on pad 02.
With the micro OLED screens. Added, good to see you. Correct. This weighs 132 grams. No, 127 grams. The arrow is significantly heavier. Significantly heavier.
Contact confirmation. Pad restraints engaged.
Nope, it's an aftermarket edition, Gulfingaren. Back when I got my first headset, I tried a number of different things to dress up the front of the headset. And I was always looking for this. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I couldn't find it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
But I mentioned it on a stream, and a friend of the stream, named Raging Goblin, said, well, let me see what I can do. And as they say, the rest is history.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Absolutely, Panda. When I want to earn credits, I head to 78 Ursae Majoris. Thursday, though, I'm going to have to do some work in our territory for the Academy. Need to make sure everything is working the way we hope it is.
You are now clear of station restrictions. StarCon looks forward to receiving you again.
Leaving system.
2, 1.
Interstellar travel mode engaged.
Kia, I'm a graduate of St. Mary of the Lake. I spent 5 years there. Back in the late 90s. 25 years ago, I left Mundelein in Chicago. Yeah, it's funny. When I started looking at seminaries, I was given 3 options. One I ruled out immediately. Rome. I couldn't spend that much time away. Others could, and, you know, God bless them. That was not something I could do. But then I had 2 other choices, one in St. Louis, Missouri, and then one in Chicago. I went to visit the one in St. Louis, and I set an appointment to meet with the rector, just to talk things through. You know, what are the virtues of this seminary as opposed to others? I got there at the appointed time. 4.5 hours later, I had a half-hour interview. Let me tell you, St. Louis was off the table. When I went to Chicago to visit the seminary there, a friend took me up there, and I got to visit with faculty members. The rector took 2 hours to talk with me. The administrator of the seminary is called a rector, and I just the difference between the two was startling. Yeah, Tiep, the Our Lady of the Snows is the Oblates of Mary Immaculate shrine there. It's in Belleville, Illinois. And their house of formation is not far from here.
Please take care when entering this Alliance facility. Approval granted. Make your way to landing pad 3-2.
Their house of formation is about 15 minutes from here, where I live. Belleville's about hour and 15 for me.
Speed restrictions are in operation within the facility perimeter.
That guy is so annoying. I do too. Which is why I became a diocesan priest and not a Jesuit, which I consider. The Jesuits' obedience is much bigger than the one I promised. Because they can go anywhere in the world. That's 50 million credits. And we got a minute and the mission board's going to flip again. Exit out of here. See if we get something decent. If anything new has showed up in Galnet since the attack on Aegis or Achilles. Nope. Nothing yet. So every 10 minutes, the mission board flips. So if you don't find anything the first time, you might find something lucrative. Go to the mission board again. Gold or tritium. There we go. That's lucrative. So I know I need 2 more runs. Power generators.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Off we go. Enjoy the whiskey,
Ship complete,
Jimmy.
disengaged. Exit is clear.
Thanks for the alert. So, Rakov, many people will hang out in a stream without talking.
Scan detected.
And that's called lurking. So when somebody has to split their attention, they'll very often put in a lurk. And by staying in the channel, it helps out the streamer. Hey, McLean, good to see you.
You are now clear of station restrictions. Safe travels, Commander.
4,
Adjusting for drain.
2, 1.
Good dropping with you this morning. Indeed, Esdian. Indeed.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Well, I haven't seen it come through yet, but Padre 2.0 says it. Rukov, thank you for that sub. Thank you, Excessive Force. And yes, we do sometimes have interesting conversations, that's for sure. I have a list of, well, I never thought I'd talk about that on Twitch. In fact, I may need to set up a counter for that, now that I've got a counter overlay. Confessions, McLean. People wanting to understand what the sacrament of confession is all about. That's one of the more esoteric ones. But generally, anything about my faith journey, people ask, you know, well, how does the church understand this? And I try and give the church's understanding. Well, thank you, McLean.
Gutenmeier, Golf, Lima, Oscar. Greetings, Commander. Please take care when entering this Alliance facility. Approval granted. Make your way to landing pad 40.
Now, I know I'm going to have another run for the Galite, so we're going to pick up
within safe limits, Commander.
the gold that I need, plus Galite.
Contact confirmation. You are cleared to disembark.
First thing I need to do is sell what I brought with. I'll earn a little bit of a profit. Now, over here, get the gold I need. Now the Galite.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I've done retreats at St. Meinrad. Tia? It's been a while since I did my last one there, but it's a wonderful place to do a retreat. I found a place a little closer to do my retreats now. fact, I gotta get my annual retreat scheduled. I'll do that after my 25th anniversary. I'm gonna be busy with that the next several months.
Your way is clear. Good luck, Commander.
Leaving system. 2, 1.
You know, Tia, that does not surprise me that they would have a frisbee golf course. Mundelein in Chicago had a golf course. A very nice golf course. Cardinal Mundelein, when he established the seminary, was a golfer. And he wanted his seminarians to practice that rather cruel sport.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
No, actually, it's the Sisters of Mercy Center. It's over in St. Louis, and they have a wonderful place to spend a week to recenter yourself, maybe learn some things that you didn't know, reflecting on all that's happened in the past year. But I'll do that after August 4th. Because that's going to be the day I celebrate my 25th anniversary. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do between now and then. They're not 40K by any stretch of the imagination. Margaret Macaulay, Mother Margaret Macaulay, founded them in Dublin.
Oscar, Starcom welcomes you to this facility, Commander. We'll put a landing pad on hold for your arrival.
If I remember correctly, the late 1800s.
Docking Bay 2-4.
I actually visited the convent that she established in Dublin. I'm going the right way, as it is. Get rid of the gold first. Nice healthy profit on that. Check the mission board, see if anything lucrative's popped up.
How can I be of assistance?
Nope. Switch to the Enterprise now.
This kind of vessel is perfect for an AI like me.
Because it has guns. That way, if I get yanked out of Super Cruise,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I'll be able to defend myself.
Landing
Somewhat.
coupler deactivated. You may leave when ready.
No kidding? I won't let my dad know that. He might not understand. He graduated from Mercy High School in St. Louis, which was run by the Mercy Sisters.
Clear of the station. Starcom wishes you a good journey.
It is, Panda. Get your rest. Thanks for being here. See you next time.
Adjusting for jump.
2, 1.
So I am very much looking forward to tomorrow's Frontier Unlocked. It's going to happen at 1800 UTC, as I understand it.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I hope we get details on the Type 8. Because if that ship is what I imagine it could be, I might be retiring some Pythons. Which would break my heart, because the Python is my favorite ship. But if it can do more cargo than the Python, it's going to be hard to justify. See ya, Panda. McLean, I hope they do that too. I hope they do that too. I would like details on, you know, how we're going to interact with the different powers. and how power play weapons are going to work from here on forward.
Echo November Tango. Welcome to Alliance territory. Please approach the station at a safe speed, Commander.
The one thing that I really want them to do,
Landing pad 09er.
they said they wouldn't be doing it. I really want them to wait open play at a higher level than private group or solo. It's not that you can't affect it in private group or solo, but you affect it less than you would. I heard that ship. I just couldn't see it.
1,000 meters to touchdown.
You know, have a multiplier. 1.5 for open play. And 0.75 for private group or solo. You can still do it however you want to, but it would give an aegis to the folks who want to play in open.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Maybe somebody will want that silver when I get back. Well, McLean, here's the thing. I don't know if you were hanging out in the streams when we were stationed in 78 Ursae Majoris. I played in open, and over a 6-week period, just over a month period, we had 10 wars and an election that happened in that time period. Because there was a player group working against us. And there was nothing we could do short of recruiting most of the Elite Dangerous community to back us up. And unfortunately, it burned out the squadron. Most of the people I was playing with at that time no longer play the game.
Jumping to next system.
And wave 1. Welcome.
Frame shift now engaged.
Boy, it has been quiet with pirates tonight. Normally when I'm transiting with cargo like this, I get hunted down. We could have, McLean. You're absolutely right. We could have. But I just prefer playing in open. That's just me. To each their own. But we knew that because of the huge shifts in influence that was being done, that there was a group working against us. And if playing in open had just a slightly better value, it gives people a reason to hop into open. But again, to each their own. Me, I enjoy the challenge. And sometimes you get, you know, bum rushed by a team of 4, but most of the time I'm dealing against solos.
Maya, Echo November Tango. StarCom welcomes you to this facility, Commander. We'll put a landing pad on hold for your arrival.
Yeah, especially if I fly the wrong way, Esdian.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 10.
Okay, that's different. I put a simple reminder of Twitch Turbo for anybody who's never tried it before. Why did it sound like a drill sergeant?
Meters from touchdown. Contact confirmation. Clear for system shutdown.
Turn this Galite. And we'll take that Kalish. Now let's see if anybody wants the silver I brought with. Nope, nobody wants the silver. All set. sell that silver. Nice profit on it. Let me see what's going on in this system. Switch to a different ship. Like I'm gonna have to transfer it. I think I have too many ships. That's going to take 6 minutes. I can hop into the Ares temporarily. Now let's take a look at the mission board and see what combat's out there. Perfect. Now I could go out in the Ares. But I really want to take out the other ship. Got 5 minutes. That will give me a chance to do a couple things. Let me check the weather again. There's a big storm rolling in here shortly. I'll have to watch that. Just checking out some things I started before the stream. That ship, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs real quick. Encourage you folks, if you've been sitting for a while, get up, stretch your legs, maybe get something to drink. I'll be back in a minute or so. See you when I get back.
Incoming message.
And I'm back. I heard my ship got back here. I need to store that. I would have sworn I had a multiple input controller here. Go to here.
Ship is released. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
I get what you're saying, McLean. During the winter, I'm solar powered.
Your way is clear. Good luck, Commander.
Adjusting for jump. Faster than light velocity reached.
McLean, during sunny days during the winter, it can be (10–15 degrees below freezing, but if the sun's out, I'm standing outside. Well, I don't say I stay out there long, but I stay out there long enough to get a little bit of vitamin D.
Delacey, Mike, Alpha Romeo, Starcom welcomes you to Alliance territory. Fly safely while in and around the starport. Permission authorized. Preparing for arrival on landing pad 05. Landing successful. Engaging pad restraints.
Hopefully I can get a multi-lippin controller here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ethe is our first stop. We've got 2 sets of pirates to find there.
Detach sequence complete. Regulate your speed inside the docking bay. Clear of the station perimeter. We look forward to your return, Commander.
Jumping to next system. Interstellar travel mode engaged.
We all had moments like that, Esdian. Maybe not exactly the same, but the stuff we could do when we were younger. Now it's a challenge.
Scan detected. Ready to engage.
Let's see what you were carrying.
No systems beyond my grasp.
Now is today, Phil. Plausible cloud go here. What do you carry, I wonder?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Nuts. Mess that up. Well, when you're concerned, when you got people concerned about you, lets you know that you're cared about.
Commander, what are your orders?
I'm here. Soon you will not be. Fate has brought us together.
Picking up a distress signal.
In need of immediate assistance. Down to emergency power. All systems failing. Could anyone help?
1.
This is PvE, Trekkie. I'm hunting down pirates to support a faction. Although this is a very good PvP ship. Yeah, I get very serious when it's PvP.
Commander, what are your orders?
I don't believe it.
We're picking up a distress signal.
I'm being ambushed. Can anyone provide assistance? Help me, please.
Okay.
Incoming mission critical message. Cargo scoop deployed.
Fate has brought us together. This region is part of my domain.
Is there anyone out there? I need help. Taking heavy damage. Pirate attack. Please help.
Cargo scoop retracted. Target shields offline.
Don't come any closer. Wait, you're not one of them. Can anyone read me? I'm being ambushed by pirates. Need immediate assistance. Help me, please.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
No, I'm not going to be able to collect here.
Cannot comply. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Yeah, this is the Copious Richard. This is a Python Mark II.
Four.
Leaving system.
3, 2, 1.
It's a very good combat ship.
Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, Tricky, that's the 7th hard point for the Python Mark II. You got 4 large, 2 mediums, and then you got the hull. Hey, Bama Guy, good to see you. Welcome.
Incoming mission critical message. Ready to engage.
You know, Iceni, I have destroyed another mech with collision damage But that's when we were both out of weapons.
Commander, what are your orders?
Don't come any closer. Wait, you're not fond of them. I hope you are prepared for this encounter.
Under attack.
Anyone
Picking up a distress signal.
I'm being ambushed by pirates. Need immediate assistance. Help me, please.
Incoming mission critical message. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Adjusting for jump.
3, 2, 1.
Frameshift now engaged.
Mission objective detected.
I wish they would pull me.
Enemy detected.
There is no escape.
Awaiting orders.
Decision is better never made. Just make our witness. Negotiate done. Look definitely.
Under attack. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Target shields offline. Under attack. Incoming mission critical message. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Jumping to next system.
2, 1.
Amazing. That's quite something.
Hey, Henry. It's going well. Thank you. And I missed it. The Mkami, thank you very much for the raid.
Mike Alpha Romeo, welcome to this Alliance facility, Commander. Hope we can be of service. Request approved. Head directly to Docking Bay 3-5. Touchdown successful. Ground crew dispatched.
Take influence. Influence. Take cash on that one. And we'll take the influence on that. And folks, I think that's going to do it for me today. I've got to make my dinner. Let me find you somebody I can hand you off to. I'm going to hand you off to Peace and Love Jody. Head on over there, let her know where you're coming from. If you're a sub, take the second message. If you're not a sub, take the first message. I doubt I will be on tomorrow, but I should be back on Thursday. So be looking for notifications from Twitch or Twitter. Thanks to everyone who's here today. Thanks to those who hit the follow button, sub button, donated subs, or just for being here. I appreciate all the support. Hope to see you next time. Until then, peace.